I was a horrible husband. I was horrible, man. All she wanted was to be loved herself. And I denied her that. It's the biggest regret of my life.
You went ahead, completely left your household.
Yes, sir.
You went ahead and started living with another. Was it going ahead living with another woman?
No, it was in a relationship. Yeah, but
in a full-blown
living.
relationship, potentially looking at taking on the kids and the family.
No, we
of
was
this
taking
other
them on.
woman.
We was talking about the conversations were all leading to. I hadn't proposed yet, but the conversation I was still married, so I couldn't do any of that. So no, it was. I had turned my back on not on my boys, but on my wife and my marriage.
So it sounds like when you got pushed to that place, the first thing you thought was, I need to go get me another woman. That was your thought process in that point, in that place.
Yes, because the Bible says it's not good that man be alone. No. I was trying to say, did I go searching? But of course I went searching because she didn't just fall in my lap. I had to go looking. But yeah, because I knew this wasn't it. I knew I wanted to be married and I wanted to be in a committed relationship and I wanted to be happy and build something. It just clearly was not with Shirley at the time. So yeah, to answer your question, part of your question, yes.
No, I get it. And see, I can imagine, I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yes.
When they are feeling like you're in a relationship but still alone.
Yes.
You still earn that companionship.
I was lonely, bro. I was hurting. I was just like, I just wanted to be loved. And I saw how my boys was being treated, how she was just loving on them and doting on them. And like you said, they could do no wrong. They could do all kind of they were young then, they were kids. But it was like, and I told her, I said, if you loved me like you love them, you wouldn't have nowhere close to the problems you have with me. So I was in a very low. I wasn't just trying to be freaky and just trying to find someone. No, I invested time and effort into this, and it just didn't seem like it was going anywhere. And it was just like, oh man, I just want to be able to enjoy what this thing is supposed to be, not knowing what this thing was, what I was experiencing was necessary for me to enjoy what this thing became.
So would you say that situation, the infidelity, actually helped you get closer to your wife?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Wow.
In ways
that is
like
crazy.
because what God did, He used that situation to reveal that the grass is not greener on the other side. If you fertilize it and aerate it and seed it and cut it and edge it, your grass gonna be green too. And water it, your grass gonna be real green. If you do those things. So what I had done, which I didn't see, is I had stopped the very things that I did to nurture this new situation. I had stopped doing with Shirley. So
it's the same word.
Now, but here this new woman was like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing, you're wonderful." Whereas before Shirley was like, "Oh my God," but I had gotten so complacent. I was not bringing my best I wasn't bringing my best to me being a husband. And then what's the saying? How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Do everything, right.
Like I wasn't disciplined. And the one thing, like just real, like a little, like not a tangent, but a little sidebar. When she was watching me refuse to give up pornography.
Most people have no idea how to plan a date that builds connection with 100 engaging dating cards, skip the small talk, and get straight to the real conversation. Let's take the dating game to the next level. Click the link in the description and use discount code CLIPS for 10% off.
She saw me as an undisciplined man.
Yes.
And so she could not fully give herself to a man that was that undisciplined because she had been molested. And if the person that was molesting her didn't have the discipline to not do that to a little girl, then here now her husband is now doing things and she's like, stop doing that. And I'm like, I was just abusing her over and over and over again. So she was bound to withdraw from me. It was just a matter of not if she was going to, but when she was. And so I began to learn things.
Man. So strong.
Wow.
I was a horrible husband. I was horrible, man. And all she wanted was to be loved herself. And I denied her that for so many years. And it's the biggest regret of my life. But thank God that, time does not heal all wounds, but it heals all scars. We gave ourselves the time. And once we gave ourselves that time, now it's the song playing in the house is when you drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Like she's giving herself to me in ways now that I'm like, whoa, I don't even know if I can handle this.
Wow.
Because she's now loving me in a way, and I tell men this all the time. You think you want to leave, you think you want to go find someone else, you think the grass is greener on the other side, but if you give her enough time, the woman that you want is going to show up. But you better be ready for her.